So the saying goes, you can't improve on perfection. However, I see that as a challenge. A few years ago, I made my very first brownie in a mug and it took the internet by storm. It has almost 10 million views online and has almost 2,000 5-star reviews on my website. It has been a few years, it needed to be mixed up a little bit. I've made it bigger, bolder, and better. Now it's time to make it. So the first thing you need is a medium-sized microwave-safe mug. These are my bigger, bolder baking mugs, and these are for sale on my website. Into my mug, I'm going to add in my plain flour. This is just regular old baking flour. Next, I'm going to add in my brown sugar. Now, here's the thing about the brown sugar. Brownies love a little bit of brown sugar. It gives them kind of this caramelly tones. However, I did see some comments saying that the brownie was a little bit too sweet for them, so I pulled back a little bit on the brown sugar, adding less this time. Next up, we have cocoa powder. Now, I love to talk about cocoa powder. So make sure that you buy cocoa powder that has been unsweetened because we don't want any extra sugar in our brownie. Also, when buying cocoa powder, just make sure it's good quality because it just makes your brownie so much better. The last dry ingredient we are going to add, of course, is my favorite, salt. Salt just brings out the flavor of all the other ingredients and it's really important in a brownie. And then with my little spork or a spoon, just mix your dry ingredients together. Let's talk wet ingredients. Here I have some milk. Now in the old recipe, I just had water. Milk is much better because it has more flavor. If you don't drink dairy milk, you can use any kind of a nut milk, soy milk, whatever you like. It's totally your preference. Now next, let's talk oil. Now listen, I read all your comments. I heard you loud and clear. Some people found the mug brownie a little bit oily when they mixed it. So what I did was I reduced the oil and I added in more milk. So you have enough oil in there to still make a really moist brownie, but not too much that it's overpowering. Next up, my favorite, vanilla extract. Now this is a lovely to have. However, if you don't have vanilla extract at home, don't worry, you can totally make it without it. It just really adds so much more flavor. And it works really well with the salt in there. And then last but not least, we are going to add in a few chocolate chips. So here's a really important tip when it comes to mixing. You want to be very careful when you're mixing chocolate because it can separate from your other ingredients. So you just want to mix this very lightly until the batter is formed, then stop mixing. This will avoid you having a layer of fat on the top of your brownie. So there we go, it's all come together, it's mixed. So here's the thing about my new updated brownie in a mug. I made it even bigger than the last time. So you've got an even bigger, bolder mug cake to look forward to. But right now we're gonna get this guy into the microwave. Okay, so now let's talk microwaving. This is really important to get this right. You want to microwave your mug brownie for 1 minute to start and then check on it and see if you need a few more seconds. The thing about it is that these cakes cook really fast and if you overcook them, they end up tough and they end up dry and you don't want that. So it's been a minute. As you can see, it's still a little bit wet on top. It looks a little bit raw. So I'm gonna pop it back into my microwave, give it another 30 seconds and we'll check on it then. So with regards to the cook time, this is based on my microwave, which is 1200 watts. So check the wattage on your microwave because your timing will vary depending on that. But I would say the safest thing to do is check it after a minute. So this is looking good. It's almost there. I want to give it a few more seconds. So just another 15. So check that out. It's pretty incredible that in less than 2 minutes, you can cook a brownie in a microwave. You can tell when it's done because it's firm underneath your finger and there's no more wet batter on top. Now, I don't know about you, but I love a good big scoop of vanilla ice cream with my brownies. So I'm gonna add one on there. And while it's still warm, dig in. This is so fudgy. This is my kind of brownie. New, improved, bigger, bolder than ever. Absolutely delicious. So the new and improved recipe is up on my website right now. Go over there, check it out, make it, and let me know what you think. Oh my gosh, so fudgy. This is so delicious.